Fuck 'em, I'm grinding, I'm trying to get millions. Stack it all up, let it powder the ceiling. Stack it all up, let it pop for my children. Try to take that and I swear that I kill you. I do this shit, get my life like a movie. Braid on your head, get your hit like the movies. Glock with the switch, that bitch shoot like a Uzi. Brain out your head, shit be leaking and oozing. I'm CEO, yeah, I'm big on no Gucci. I just 3 up that road for some dude shit. Came on and ran up bands up like I'm Boosie. I'm still on 6 year parole, so I'm cool. And POB all on my dick like a groupie. All of my shooters retarded, no drooling. 100 round clips, big old guns go through. Get pop a perk 30, don't feel like I'm moving. Riding that farmer, just me hating ooh shit. Only the family, cause niggas be goofies. Talking that shit, but they straight attitude. They leave nigga bitches straight dick in the booty. I know some niggas be itching to shoot it. Run up and put about 6 in his coupe. To kill him and leave him right on chapter 2. I'm trying to blow, get that million like food.
Slum 1200 GGI mob shit, and I'm back. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be talking about the infamous, the Notorious, you dig? Boss of all bosses, the big dog, Richard Pena, aka Mr. Scarface. Check it out. We gonna get into Mr. Scarface, Richard Pena, you know what I'm saying? The boss of all bosses. Before the court is petitioner Richard Pena in motion to vacate, set aside a correct sentence pursuant to Title 28 United States Code Section 2255, and the amended motion to vacate, set aside a correct sentence pursuant to Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 15A for the following reasons. Petitioner's amended motions are denied, and his claims for habeas corpus release are denied with prejudice. So we're going to go to the background of Richard Pena, you know what I'm saying? On April 17, 1997, petitioner Richard Pena was arrested in Diamond Head, Mississippi for various drug trafficking offenses. A grand jury returned a 14-count third superseding indictment against Pena on July 17 in 1998, charging him with 1 count of engaging in a continuing criminal enterprise, 2 counts of conspiracy, 2 possessions of controlled substance with intent to distribute, 6 counts of murder, 2 counts of conspiracy to commit murder, 1 count of using a telephone to facilitate the commission of a drug trafficking offense, and 1 count of conspiracy to launder money. Pena pled guilty to all counts on January 14, 1999, pursuant to a plea agreement with the government. According to the plea agreement, the government recommended a life sentence without the possibility of release and agreed to withdraw its notice of intention to seek the death penalty. Pena agreed to not contest his sentence or direct appeal or in a post-conviction proceeding unless received a sentence greater than permitted by statute or in excessive of the appropriate sentencing guidelines. On March 11, 1999, the court sentenced Pena to imprisonment for life without the possibility of release, set aside a correct sentence pursuant to 28 U.S.C. 2555 on March 20, 2000, and amended motion to vacate, set aside a correct sentence pursuant to Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 15A. On July 10, 2000, the government filed its response on July 5, 2000 and April 5, 2001, respectively. Pena contends that his sentence should be vacated on the basis of several claims of constitutional violations. In his first petition, Pena argues that his constitutional rights were violated when 1. The government taped conversations between Pena and his defense investigator, William Gassing. 2. The government intruded into the attorney's-client relationship. And 3. His counsel, Laura White, allegedly coerced him into accepting a plea agreement. In his second petition, Pena elaborates on his claim that he did not voluntarily plead guilty and explains that he received ineffective assistance of counsel in violation of the 6th Amendment because his counsel coerced his plea of condoned results in a complete miscarriage of justice. United States versus Vaughn. So bam. It seemed like Richard Pena been trying to appeal his sentence and shit like that for a long time now. And the Supreme Court and shit been fighting him back, you know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to let him out. But I heard a lot of stories about dude being a real wolf, you know what I'm saying, and really handling his business out here, you know what I'm saying? I know he had the city on lock when he was running around. Yeah, man, free Richard Pena. You dig? It's like when dude was doing him, the city was hectic, but he really had a lot of people down here, like a lot of the big timers really looked like they was working for Richard Pena. You know what I'm saying? In every area, you feel me? It's like dude really had bag men riding around picking up bread and damn near every section, you know what I'm saying? It looking like when he was running, it was really like one big dog. You dig? Like he had niggas pushing up on niggas like, look, man, you dig? Richard Pena won't holler at you, you feel me? And when he holler at you, you gonna get down or you gonna lay down. Anybody that refused to get down with the get down, had to get down, you hear me? Straight like that. You know what I'm saying? I remember one of my partners called a charge. That boy had got popped by Blue Eye. This was in like 90, 98, I won't see. Something like that. 97, 98, something like that. And he had went to jail, you dig? Like, this when they was first doing the little shit with the guns and shit, you know what I'm saying? When they was making niggas go to the feds if they get popped with a gun. That boy got popped with a little 380 and a quarter of crack, you hear me? By Blue Eyes. That boy went to the feds for that shit. So we going with that boy to court, you know what I'm saying? I think it was his first court arraignment. He went to court right there on Partridge in Camp, you know what I'm saying, at the federal court building. And they let us in there, like, you know what I'm saying? We was sitting in that bit. At this time, nigga don't have no jacket like that. My shit wasn't even messed up. So we sitting in there, and they got dudes in there, you did, the 7 Wall soldiers, you know what I'm saying? And they got Cain and Abel in that joint. Yeah, them boys was in the same courtroom. Like, they had the same judge that my partner was going in front of, you know what I'm saying? They ain't bring Richard Pena in there, but I seen the 7 Wall soldier dude sitting in, you know what I'm saying, sitting in the little rows where they be having the inmates at, you know what I'm saying? And Cain and Abel was in that joint too. I don't think they was in jail though. They was coming, they was fighting their charge from the world. You know what I'm saying? They was out on bond, you know what I'm saying? So they was in the courtroom, like sitting amongst us, like sitting over there where we was sitting at, you did, but they went before my partner. Like they case was called before my partner case was actually called, you did. So they got their little business handled or whatever, and they moved around, you know what I'm saying? And then they called my partner and, you know, done what they did with him and moved him out, you feel me? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? They say Richard Pena really was that nigga. And they say he still really, yeah, you dig? Niggas say he calling shots in the feds and shit. He the shot caller for the city, you dig? So, you know, dude really still a head honcho. Yeah, the twins had bonded out, you heard? Them boys was fighting they shit from the world. That shit was crazy though. All them niggas got caught up in that shit, man. They was trying to mess with P with that shit and everything. They was saying something about the twins. It seemed like the Cain and Abel was saying they wanted P. Bad, you hear me? See, they was trying to get them to tell them some shit about P, you know what I'm saying? And that's crazy, you did. They wanted P like that, you did. P really was laid back out the way, you know what I'm saying? They was trying to take him down, you did, because I guess they seen him reaching back, you feel me? You know how that shit be. Yeah, that's why P cut ties with all that, because P knew what was going on. Like, he seen that shit coming like a mile away, so he went to situating himself, putting barriers up, you know what I'm saying, and stumbling blocks and shit, so shit, you know what I'm saying, they couldn't get to him, you heard me? Yeah, they kept it solid with P, though, real talk. You dig? Hopefully P still keeping it solid with them dudes and gave them their masters and shit. You dig? And popped them off and keeping them in the loop with what's going on, you know, keeping them up to date for this, keeping them on, you know, up on what's going on out here in the, you know, fashion world and shit like that, you feel me? Just basically keeping them up on this shit. Instead of putting money in their pocket, you know what I'm saying? And they probably put money in their own pocket because it seemed like they had hustle, you feel me? So, you know, they probably really wasn't selling a lot of albums and shit, but they probably had other shit that they was into where they was getting money, you know what I'm saying? Because them nigga underestimated them, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas ain't look like they was like that, but once they got caught up in other shit with Richard Pena, the nigga went to looking at the twins different, like shit, doing them on some whole other shit, like, you feel me? Y'all hit that notification bell, man. Hit that like button, get in that comment section, you know what I'm saying? Hit that subscribe button, you feel me? 1200 GGI Mob shit.
I ride around with the mop that's a stick. 33 shots in the Glock that's a dick. 50 round drum, call that bit 50 cent. 100 round drum on the Drake, it's a hit. Shit ain't no question, you play, you get hit. Pull up and let the bitch spray to that shit. Then I go pray, ask the savior for strength. I'm in creator, the savior, I'm him. Shout out the gates, we break winners like him. I told my son I'ma get us a M. I'ma keep grinding, I do it for them. No DJ Khaled, but I'm trying to win. Stand on that business, yeah, I get it in. They second line behind you and your kin. Riding that farmer, you know that it's tinted. I got 100, my bro got the vision. Born in the slums, I was raised in the trenches. It be your nigga turn state as a witness.